When I hear mental health, I often think about positive things like music, playing pool, like being active and keeping yourself and like mentally well as physically well at the same time, like engaging in social activities and things like that. When I was in primary school, my father and mother split up, and then kind of like I went through a bit of a bad time, like kind of like jiggling around the houses a little bit, like backwards and forwards, and mum and dad in court, like trying to get in custody and stuff like that. So it was kind of an awkward time for me because I had to cope with like peers at school and stuff. And even though it was primary school, it was kind of like your friends are your friends, but then like you still get the bullies and everything else. And then it's like it just kind of like interfered a lot. It kind of like made me feel isolated and things like that, as if nobody else was going through that kind of like emotional stage or anything like that, and like I felt a little bit lonely.
My mum passed away when I was 4, and I moved to my nan's house, and like she grew me up since now. And like just before Christmas she passed away, and like I was feeling a bit like down and stuff, so I suffered with a bit of depression myself, and I had no one to turn to then, and like stress just built up.
It was really hard because I did have people to talk to, like the teachers, the tutors, parents, quite a lot of people, but I didn't get around to talking to them because I thought, oh, I can handle it myself, that kind of thing.
You can express yourself through your music, and it kind of like helps you brighten up your day. It's kind of like you don't always have to make a song about, say, if you've had like a bad day where you've just kind of like got in a fight or something. Sometimes you don't always have to make your song about a fight. You can make it about something what you'd rather have happened that day. And then when you listen back to it, it just kind of like helps you get into that good mood. A little bit like when you're at home and then like you put on your CDs and stuff like that, and then you just kind of like kick back, relax, and it just kind of like helps you like that. But I suppose making the music just gives it that little bit more, I've kind of like done this, if you know what I mean.
Every time like we write lyrics or anything like that, we always base it on a subject. So like we write it, then we record it, and then we get the message out to people. That's what we want to do, like get the message out to people, because other people might have the same situation as us.
Being part of it is like made me feel better, because like then other people can see it as like there is help out there for them.
How I find rapping to help me, like mental health wise, like whatever you go through the day, well for me, I just write it down and then I put it into a rhythm, then I put it into a rhyme, then I just say it, and then I listen to it, and it like kind of makes me feel good, you know. Just I made a good sounding song, and then I just put it out there. And a lot of people, they do have problems. No one's like, you know, got no problems. If you got no problems, then you're not human. So I just put the song out, and I was surprised to see how many people were responding to it, like, you know what, I go through that as well. I know what you mean, yeah. And then I always put little advice in as well, like through experience, what I've learned, and then I just try to give back, like really help.
It's made me feel like better about myself, because like all my problems are like with everybody else now, because like, I've met new people and like they're going through the same thing that I'm going through.
It makes me feel proud of myself.
I feel like no one wants me here anymore. I'm getting fed up of all the funny looks and nasty comments thrown my way. I just don't want to be here anymore. I can't cope with all the stress. But I know I just need to ignore it all and get on with my life. I feel like I'm not wanted here. I feel like everyone hates me. All because I moved on with my life and I'm trying to get a better life for myself. It's ridiculous living here sometimes. I know now that I can't trust anyone here. I feel like I'm going or getting paranoid.